Hello, good morning, all of you. Good morning. Can anybody please confirm if I'm audible? Hi, good morning, all of you. How are you all? Great. Mhm. Great to see this kind of energy in the morning. Hi, had you breakfast, all of you? Yep. Okay. Good. Okay, guys, let us wait for a couple of minutes so that they join and then we will begin, okay? Good morning. Good morning, Lakshmi. Hello, Akshita. Hello, Shlok. Hi. Good morning, all of you. We'll begin session in 5 minutes. We are waiting for others to join. Good morning. Yeah, yeah, right. Sound is in dark mode. Correct. Hi guys. Can you all quickly react with the cool glasses emoji? All of you? Yes. Hi, 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 hi everyone. Oh my god, there's so many cool people in the session. Great to meet you all. Yeah. Where are you all from? May I know your location? I don't want the exact address, but let me just know your state. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I see Little India. Hello. Namaste. Welcome. Vanakkam. Pradha. Yep. Hmm. Noida. Great. Hello everyone. So this is Siri from Smart Bridge. So I'm here to train you on Gen AI. Why are you all here? Tell me. Why did you register for this Gen AI session and why do you want to learn this Gen AI? What made you curious to join this? Deep into AI. Okay. And what else? For placements. Learn something interesting and explore. Curious. It is interesting and sounds fun. Uh, exactly. Finally, placements. Correct. Yeah. To enhance AI knowledge. But yeah, I just see one thing that it is interesting. What is actually interesting in this AI? Like, when did you start hearing this AI? Experience, internship, curiosity. Okay. Chat GPT, correct. Few years back, 2022 Chat GPT. Do you all use it for your exams? Of course, right? No, no, do not lie. Yeah, it's a mandatory thing, correct? You tell me, do you learn from your textbooks or from ChatGPT? Do you learn from your notes or will you take the help of ChatGPT to generate the notes? And do you think your lecturer knows more or ChatGPT knows more? Who is better? If you had to choose between your faculty or ChatGPT, who will you choose? Depending on the deadline. Oh my God. Okay. Depends on the subject. Great. Okay. But but I know everybody needs a certificate, and that is why you come to classes, and that is why you join the courses, right? Let's be honest. Agree with me? Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Just let me know what you can see on the screen. Introduction to generative AI. Okay, fine. So, is there any issue with my audio? Is there any issue with the presentation? Just let me know. No, all good. Okay, great, great. So, welcome you all to the session, Nasscom Generative AI. My name is Siri, and I'm here to teach you generative AI. And we have Kusma. She'll be your mentor. Okay. So, shall we begin, guys? Before we begin, let me ask you. I see that most of you are using ChatGPT. What are the other AI tools you know? What are the other AI tools? Okay, Claude, Gemini, Midjourney. Oh my God. Okay, okay. DeepSeek. Okay. Out of all these, which one do you prefer? Like specifically for text generation? Perplexity, GPT, yeah, it's the old and feeling like if I leave personal feeling, I'll tell you. So I have been using GPT, okay, from last 3 years, and if I just move out of it and go to any other tool, I feel like I betrayed the GPT. Oh my god, I feel very bad for GPT, but that's there are so many other tools doing better than GPT. I agree that, yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah. And even on WhatsApp, we have one thing. What's that? Have you ever used Meta AI? Hmm? Have you tried to generate images in that? If possible, can you just generate a random image of Tom and Jerry Asari and share that image? Just go to Meta AI and type generate an image of Tom and Jerry in a South Indian attire. Mm. Oh my God, I see lovely images. So I think you have just typed the Tom and Jerry. Okay. And I see, okay, South Indian attire. Yeah, this is good. Sivansh, very good. Oh my God, lovely. Yeah. See. Oh, yeah. Very good, Anisha. Yeah. The blue sari and the red sari. Good, good, good. Yeah. You tell me. Oh my God. Akar. Good. Tom is actually strong. Oh my God, what happened, Ria? You have just changed their personalities entirely. Hmm. Oh my God. See what all we can do with generative AI. We can generate images within seconds. I think it's not even a minute I told you, and I see hundreds of images here. Good, good, great. Yes, engineers, come back, come back. Oh my God. We have a wizard, Tom. Hi. Hi, Aryan. Okay, guys. Let's get back. Yes. Shall we? Is it done? Yeah. Good to see all your pictures. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I can see you're all going to be future innovators, of course. So today we will be talking about something that's not a buzzword, but a game changer for your future, our future. That is what? Generative AI. Good, good, Vivek Sagar. Good. So you must have, yeah, we are actually seeing the AI in action, right? It's recommending, not see, just now I asked you to generate something and within minutes, within seconds, you have generated things, right? So same way, even, do you all watch Netflix? If you watch Netflix, of course, you will see a lot of recommendations, right? Not just this one, we also have this Amazon recommendations, product recommendations, remember? Yep. So how is all that happening? Any idea? How is all that happening? Who is responsible for all that? The recommendation engine, train on our data. Very good, very good. Do you think it's cool? Yeah. How many of you know machine learning here? Can you just raise your hands? How many of you are machine learning idea here? Okay, good, good, good. Based on previous data. Okay, if you know machine learning, if you know deep learning, then only you can jump into generative AI. Then only you can understand a lot of things in generative AI better. How many of you are aware of generative AI content before? Hmm? Okay, great. Okay, yes. So AI is not just analyzing anything or predicting anything. It is becoming a creator. It is generating stuff. Okay. See, think about this. First thing, imagine an AI that can write a song that can top all the charts. It is actually doing it, right? Have you seen this Suno.ai? Have you tried? Like in that, you can give your mood. There are some preferences. You can adjust them, and then a new song will be generated. Yeah. See, and then design an AI that can create a video. Can create a video. What are the video generating tools that we are having currently? Remember just 1 year back how the videos were generated, and if you can see the Instagram and all, can you see how videos are updated? Everywhere I see those cat videos. Oh my god, cat does why does cat do a lot of things? I don't understand that. Papa Brave, that cat is suffering a lot. Yeah, have you seen those cat videos? Exactly. Oh my God. It is actually portraying that all cats are cheaters. How come they become bodybuilders? They go to hospitals. Oh my God. Too much. Yeah, cat is being targeted. Yeah. And see, these are the characters that is that those things are generating. Of course, and along with this, we can see that AI is curing so many diseases and all, right? So this is not any science fiction. In my childhood, uh, I used to think, just with a single spell. How many of you are Harry Potter fans here? If you are a Harry Potter fan, you must be imagining a lot of stuff. Just with one single thing, everything should be changed. Whatever I need, that should be coming. Physically, see, he can say some spell, and immediately good food will be in front of him. We are not in that situation right now, but me, I don't know how those kind of things will come. But at least we are at a stage where a single sentence can be changing or designing things that we cannot do, right? So this is not any science fiction. It is reality of generative AI, where the artificial intelligence learns to create brand new content designs and solutions. It's like giving a computer imagination. Okay, a machine. What like you are currently using your mobile phone or laptop, right? Can you talk to? Does it reply to you? Like, can it see and talk like a human? Can it start thinking? No. Whatever instructions you give, that is what it will understand, and then it will reply. That's it. Zeros and ones. Even a computer doesn't understand text also. It only understands numbers. Okay. How many of you know the zeros and ones and what we used to call them what? Binary, yeah. They just understand the numbers. So even if you're giving text in the Meta AI, you have given right this create an image of Tom and Jerry. That's a text format. But in the backend, all that text is turned into numbers, and then that number is turned into. Since we are creating an image, it will be turned in. I mean, the pixels will be generated, the colors will be added, the quality will be find you, everything will be generated within seconds, right? So let us understand, like generative AI. If you talk about the roadmap, first thing is you need to understand how a machine will learn. Okay, how exactly a machine learns, and then how it starts thinking. Okay, learning is the process where it happens for ML, machine learning. Okay, and then when it starts thinking, that comes under deep learning. Okay, and then comes the generative AI, generative design. Currently, we are in the era of generative AI. Okay, so yeah, let me. Hmm. Just confirm if you can see my screen now. Yeah. Okay. So first thing, yeah, you will get the recording. Sure. Okay. So first thing, what you need to understand is machine learning. Okay. So what is machine learning? A machine learning, it is holding a book and reading something? No, we are giving some certain instructions. Okay, and it will start uh, analyzing things. Okay, and most importantly, I don't know how many of you are in college or how many of you are studying in which year, I'm not sure. But when you go to college, your academic year, a complete 12 months or 10 months, will be divided into two semesters, right? And in the semesters also, even during school days also, we used to study for a certain period of time, and then we used to be tested on that particular mm, whatever we have learned. People used to test us whether you have cleared that test, then you can go further, or else you will sit back, right? And that was a nightmare for a lot of us. Yes. So machine learning is nothing but similar way. But without any information, can you understand? You have joined this session to gain the knowledge, to get the information from me, so that you can use it for your own purposes, right? So same way, here also, even for the machine, even humans. First, tell me, guys, as soon as you are entering into this world, do you know anything? Who is your first teacher? How are you learning things? Hmm? Parents. Yeah, mom and dad. Somebody are telling you YT. Is it YouTube? Yeah. So parents are the first one. They teach you little things: how to eat, how to walk, how to talk, how to handle little things, how to hold. So then later your curiosity begins, and then you hold things, you start repeating things what parents are saying, right? So these things will happen in the first phase. Then what is the next phase? You have grown up, and now after 5 years you will start going to school. अब क्या होगा? That is the major stage where all the parents are worried, and they should be strict with their children during this age, because they might or they may not. I mean, it is a very young age where they have to have a standard like life, right? Learning phase, teachers, right? Somebody are teaching you, somebody are supervising you, correct? Somebody are supervising you, whatever they say, you're listening to them and you're obeying them, right? Now what is the next phase? What is the next phase? You have entered into your uh, adult age. You're not any teenager, you're into your like teenager, maybe 50, about 15 or 16 years, 17 years. Now will you listen to your parents? Of course you might respect them. Will you listen to your lecturers or teachers? Who will be, what will be, not who, what will be your greatest teacher, tutor, from where you will learn things? Yes, self, time, great. Life, environment. I need that one word. Experiences. Correct. Jaya Kumar, experience, exactly. So it's like trial and error method. You do something, if it is hurting, don't do that again. If it is giving you happiness, just keep working with it, right? Exactly. So as humans we have some natural brain. We use it for many purposes, and I see there are so many people who have that but they don't use it. Okay, it's not that you just have brain, you have to use it accordingly so that you can lead your life very well according to your wish, not anybody's. Okay, so yeah, as a human we can do that, but how does a machine do? How can you ask a machine, hello, hello, tell me what is wrong? You cannot. It is only about instructions. It is only going to understand numbers. So starting with machine learning, we will give data. Just like in our humans, how we get data from our parents, teachers, and life, same way we have to provide a lot of data to a machine. Okay, now first thing, the difference you need to understand between machine learning and artificial intelligence. Can you just tell me what it is? How much you know? Machine learning, it is just predicting, of course, yeah. Just like how we have mathematics as the main tree, and we have so many algebra, and we have calculus, integration, all of these are sub branches, right? Subsets, sub branches of mathematics. Even in science, we have so many physics, bio, geology, botany, and so many other things are there under science. So, similar way, artificial intelligence is also a big tree which has so many things under it. Okay. Yes. So under artificial intelligence, first thing you need to learn is about machine learning. Okay. So what is this machine learning? Machine learning is just about, it's in the starting stage. It is understanding the data. Okay. Yeah, ML is a subset of AI, correct. So it is understanding. For example, if we give some data, it will start understanding that data and it will predict few things. Okay, so if I keep asking you few questions, what happens if I ask you 10 questions or 10 to 15 questions? The next question you might immediately answer because you have understood the way I am asking you the questions, the pattern you have observed. You might have seen that I'm asking only very simple questions. Uh, you might have observed that I'm only asking the, what do we say, one word questions. Or you might have observed that I'm asking only about the generative AI, not any other content. So based on this, based on my questioning pattern, you might really understand, okay, this is how she's teaching and this is how she's explaining. Okay, I understand her pattern. Now, accordingly, I will behave. I will give the answers to her. Do you understand? Okay, patterns observing. Very good. Machine learning is basically a sub branch of AI where predicting, classify, group, same types of good models. Good. Good to see that. Okay. Now coming to the deep learning, when the machine starts uh, thinking. Guys, there was actually recently, I think 1 week back, they released a video of three chatbots. I think it's ChatGPT only. Three chatbots. They understood that three of them are AI, and they immediately switched to their some language, and they started talking to each other. Did you see that video? Ah, and what did you felt after that? I, is it scary? Scripting? Between. My God. Weird. Yeah, it was actually weird. But future is in danger. But if you all learn generative AI very well, you can take control of that. No worry. Yeah, we should actually do that. We should not let them. But deep learning is the concept where machines are actually, how are we thinking? How are we doing things? Which body part is supporting us? Tell me. Brain. What does brain contain? Neurons, and those neurons are connected. See, right now I'm moving my hand. You're not able to see. Yeah, right now I'm moving my hands. Right now you are typing. You guys are typing. How that is happening? Within seconds, the information is passed to my body parts and every other thing. Okay, everything is being controlled by brain, right? So scientists have discovered artificial neural network, ANN. Okay, neural network that is happening in our natural brain. But they wanted to build this artificial intelligence using artificial neural network. Okay, now these neurons inside the machine, they started understanding the pattern. See, in machine learning, what are they doing? They just see the question paper, or it's like they're reading the textbook. Whatever is coming from the textbook only, they are answering. It's like a student who will only read each and every line and does not apply anything like applications. He doesn't understand any applications. In the exam, he knows that this question will come, so that he'll only prepare for that question and he will not miss a single punctuation mark in his answer sheet. So that is machine learning. Okay, but coming to deep learning, it will start understanding why this is happening, why she is talking like this, why this pattern is like this. So it has observed some pattern and it will question why. It will understand the reasons. Okay, it will understand the reasons, and then it will start it will start thinking and then work on the progress. Okay, that is actually what deep learning is doing. Okay, and then since it is starting to analyze and understand and think it on its own, okay, the neurons actually are doing great. Not right now. They are starting, I mean, they have started learning things very well few years back. It's not that it recently started. It already started few years back and they're doing very, very, very well. Okay, that is why we are here right now. Within seconds, how did you get the Tom and Jerry image? Remember, we used to draw things before. We used to draw, like in school, we used to draw each and everything. But now, just a single word and you are getting everything. Oh my God. Talking about this is also very actually weird, but we have to be careful with all the settings that are we are building. Okay, when we are building any kind of generative model. Okay, that is why ChatGPT, OpenAI, or Meta, they give a lot of restrictions. So when you learn about generative AI, you should also learn about responsible AI. Correct. So it should be responsible of what it is doing. So when if you ask ChatGPT about any harmful things or any stupid things, it will immediately reply, no, I cannot do that, I'm not allowed to do that, or something like that, right? So, yeah, it is restricted. So, it is, people know that it is dangerous. That is why they have given restrictions. Even though somewhere, you might be seeing in news that AI has suggested some student to like harm himself, and he actually did that, right? So those things should not happen. Even after so many restrictions, at some point it is giving you those kind of harmful threats to you. Imagine if those restrictions are only not there. Oh my God, can't even imagine the world like that, right? So if you're learning about that, it's very, very important to understand things. Okay. Now, got the difference between ML and AI? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, how are we using ML and AI? It's ML and AI. This includes generative AI, of course. Okay. Product recommendations. What is happening with product recommendations? Have you ever gone through Amazon and searched for a watch or a kurti or any shoes, and then for the next 1 week you will receive the same thing? Not just in Amazon, you will receive the ads in Instagram, you will receive the ads in YouTube, Google, every social media app you go, you see the same watch, you see the same kurti, or it will keep suggesting you, Siri, do you want this? Yeah, guys, do you want this? No, no, yeah, that is what our inner feeling would be. But yeah, your phones are actually watching you, they're listening you. Even you give so much of so many restrictions, there are so many things that are not in control. And coming to not just this product recommendations, we have this personal assistants. What are the personal assistants, do you use them? Hey Siri. Hmm. Just say hey Siri, Alexa, Google, hey Google, it will immediately reply. And how is it replying? Meaning it is always listening to you, right? Your phone is always listening to you. Yeah, that is why it is immediately getting triggered as soon as you say, hey Google or hey Siri, right? So we have this also. This is also a great example for this generative AI. Coming to fraud detection, how many of you have Truecaller? Use Truecaller? Yeah, of course. So you all have, right? So if you find any red color, so generally it will only show blue color. So if you see red color while a call is coming to you, it means that it's a spam. Yes. So it has identified it as a spam call. So how are these understanding? Even in mails also, there will be some mails thrown into spam directly. Okay. Even in WhatsApp also, when any message comes from a new number, and if we, of course, we will, our that number will not be saved with us, and the link what they have sent, that will not be clickable. So as soon as you save, it will ask your permission also. Are you sure? Do you want to go to this, visit this link? And then after taking your permission only, it will go. Right? So how are these things happening? So they are trained actually. Those models are trained in understanding how things will go. Okay. If you see in a mail or in any messages, what are the certain words that make you feel that it's a fraud? Can you tell me? In a certain mail, you read few words and you understood that that's a mail. Sorry, that's a spam mail. Free, exactly. You won lottery, free, win this offer, 100% off, all these things. So buy the vouchers. Recently in our company also, um, unprofessional tone of text, poor English sentence, good. Yeah. So even there are so many companies right now. Yeah, I don't know. There are so many people using the fake accounts and sending these spam mails to employees saying that I am the CEO of the company. I want to actually buy surprise gift for all of our employees. Keep it confidential. I chose you because you are so good. You are so obedient. And the employee might really think that that's the CEO and he's saying confidential, so I have to keep it confidential and stuff. If he really buys the vouchers, who will be at lost? Huh. It really happened in our companies and companies I know. So be careful. Of course, it should be. So these things should not happen. Okay. So that detection can also be built by generative AI. Okay. So product, not just these. There are many others. How many of you know Tesla? Tesla. So how are they working? Driverless cars, we say. Hmm? You want to buy one? Correct. They really learn or see things through the cameras, all the sensors, right? So I'll tell you one think I read an article where Tesla was actually moving on the road, and a guy, okay, was actually about to cross the road, but he didn't. Seeing him at some distance, Tesla actually slowed down. Okay, it slowed down so that the guy can cross. But you know what the guy did? He actually just signed, meaning he, like, with his hand, he just showed a sign. Chalo, aisa. He just moved his hand, which meant that he was asking the Tesla to go. It's okay, you can go. By just looking at his hand sign, it started going. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, okay. Thank you for informing. Yeah. So I was talking about Tesla, right? When Tesla was going, it saw that a man was crossing the road and it could not actually like it stopped, it slowed down so that he can cross the road. But what the guy did, he actually stopped and he signed the Tesla to go. Okay, he just waved his hand like this, so that please go. Then the Tesla even identified the hand sign of the man and then started moving. Oh my god, Tesla is actually a great invention actually. Do you agree with me? Do you understand? No, no, my video is not up. Yeah, it's a smart car, of course. So this is one thing. And coming to medical diagnosis, if you have heard about this or not, I'm not sure, but let me tell you, this is a very interesting thing. So we know ChatGPT from last 3 years, but how many years do you think the research about artificial intelligence is going on? It's been decades. Yeah, 20, 30 years they have been researching a lot. So 4 year, like there was an incident, okay, a woman's breast cancer, okay, her reports were sent to an AI, and it has doctors said that she doesn't have any cancer, she's completely fine, okay, she's completely fine. But the AI detected that she might have breast cancer. She will definitely have it. And it was sure about it. The AI was sure few years back. And the doctors believed that how can an AI detect? We are doctors, we can see the reports, we have years of experience, and this AI is stupid. Yeah, this AI is stupid and it is not at all giving the correct things. We as doctors are declaring that she is not having any breast cancer. Okay. After 4 years, what happened? Her breast cancer actually grew and it was actually diagnosed as breast cancer. Fourth stage. I mean, I think it was the last stage. So, what do you understand here? The AI, few years back only, it was so good that it has identified a small cell, one single one or two cells, cancer cells in her breast, and it has generated the output as she will get the cancer. Okay, but doctors could not do that. Exactly. Yes, AI is dangerously good and smart. Correct. Yes, Alok. So yeah, this is what is happening with the health. Of course, AI is actually very useful in health industry. But you have to be very careful, mostly in health industry because life and death ka game hai wo. You have to be very careful with that. Okay. And coming to predictive analysis, if you are not, I'm not sure. Have you seen this Bagi movie? Bagi is a remake of Varsham, if you know, in Telugu. Yeah, yeah. There is a saying where the hero calls a weather reporter and keeps asking him whether it will rain today or not. Yeah. Any idea about that? Hmm. So he keeps continuously. Yeah, there is actually. Yeah, just imagine. Okay, if you're not seeing the movie, just imagine. Hero is actually calling the weather reporter to ask whether it will rain today, when it will rain, when it will rain, so that the heroine is only appearing to him only when it rains. So he keeps asking the weather forecasting reporter. He gets the number, customer service, and then he will keep calling him. As a human, just look at outside wherever you are sitting right now. I'm asking you, tell me what is the condition and tell me whether it will rain today at your place. My place, it's completely cloudy and it's cold. Rain chances are 10%, I would say. Yeah, correct. So, whatever you are saying, that is your prediction. Yeah, you are saying sunny, no chance at all. But what if? What if within 1 hour all the clouds suddenly come and then it starts raining? Huh? Yeah, we cannot predict, right? It's natural thing we cannot predict. But if you give certain things like, so what was the weather last week? What is happening in your place from last 1 week? Okay, what are the weather conditions nearby? If you are located to coastal regions, if you are located in, it will also check. If we give the entire this kind of data to a machine, it will check all these things, whether you are look you are located at coastal, whether you are like past few week weather condition. It will check all of these things and then try to predict, okay, there is a chance of raining today or may not rain today. So that will be predicted by a machine. Okay, that is called predictive analysis. Okay, do you understand? So that's about prediction. Coming to personalized experiences, what else do you know? You tell me now. What is personalized experience? What is happening with that? I have given you a lot of examples that are happening, right? Personalized experiences. So wherever every app you open, you see AI is there. Some chatbot is helping you. Somebody are guiding you, but that's AI, right? So where all you can see AI right now? What are all the industries that are there? Medical, automobile, okay, everywhere, of course, correct. Hmm. See, it's like it has become a mandatory thing for every human right now to understand how these are working, right? So it's like a mandatory subject, just like how they made math as one of the common subject for everyone. Now AI/ML, generative AI has become one of that. Everybody have to learn or else they cannot survive in future. Right? So good thing you are here right now. Good. Okay. So like basic, if we talk about, there are types of machine learning that include supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. I'll tell you in simple way. I understand that you already know this. Okay. Supervised learning is nothing but the data has already some labels. Okay. Just like how you see in Excel sheet, you see the column names and then data. Without the column names, you will not be able to understand what is what. It will be uh, a different drama without subtitles. So you feel that way. So if there are subtitles, you'll understand, okay, for this expression, oh my god, okay, this is what she's talking. Right? Guys, can you hear me? Hmm. Supervised learning is nothing but giving everything before itself. Coming to unsupervised learning, you are not giving anything. You are only understanding the patterns. See, if you have a toddler in front of you, if you throw colorful balls in front of her, okay, so she will try to separate all the red color balls, all the green color balls, all the blue color balls, because she has understood the pattern, okay, or else she might separate them based on their shape. Does she know that it is red color only, it is green color only? No, she doesn't know that's a color. She has identified the pattern. Okay, there is no what do we say, that there is no label. Okay, that is unsupervised learning, learning only from the patterns. Okay, coming to reinforcement learning, how many of you know this reinforcement learning? That is actually happening or used by everywhere. So reinforcement learning is like, uh, see, it's like your life. After certain years, we don't take anything, but we learn lessons from the life, right? If it is hurting you, you'll not do that. If it is good, you will go ahead with that. Same way in reinforcement learning, it will start an activity. Okay, if the results are coming good, it will start doing it, or if the results not coming good, it will get punished. Okay, so yeah, based on the previous action, learning based on the feedback. Good, good, good. Exactly, Ria. So that is what reinforcement learning is. Do you want me to go deeper in this, or shall we proceed? Correct. Proceed. Okay. Okay. So just understand the differences here. Supervised learning, it requires labeled data. See, it's like in your exam, you know that 5 questions will be coming. Okay, and you will learn. You have the answers. You have questions also. You have answers also. Okay, and in the exam suddenly a question will come related to that. Okay, and you'll understand, okay, this is the question I have already learned. Okay, let me write the answer, because you know how the questions will come, you know how you should answer the questions also. Okay, so you have some labels. Questions are your labels and answers are your data. Okay, that is in supervised learning. You have learned the question, you have learned the answer associated with it, right? So that is supervised learning. Coming to unsupervised learning, you don't know how the questions will come. You have an entire paragraph. Have you ever seen this paragraph questions? So a 20 line or 30 line paragraph will be there, article will be there. You have to read that. Okay, you have to read that, you have to understand it, and then answer the questions. That is unsupervised learning for you. You don't have any questions before. You only have the data. That's it. Okay. You have to understand the pattern. You have to understand the questions and then answer them. Okay. Now coming to this last one. What is this? Reinforcement learning. It's like learns by trial and error, interacting with environment. So it is into a task, into an activity. If it is successful, okay. If it is not giving a proper answers, then again it will change the method. It is not that it is going to give up. No, humans might give up, but machines don't. They try to keep learning things. Okay, it is only we have to stop or start it. Got it? Now you got it. Tell me, confirm. Type yes, all of you. Good. So, yeah, so there are some concepts you need to understand. So, algorithms, what are algorithms? Step by step procedures. What is a model? Using a particular algorithm, like certain steps that you need to follow. Okay, and you follow that procedure only. So let's say you are traveling, you have shifted your house from one place to another place, a new city. Okay, in that new city, you actually, like, you travel to college, and while coming back from college, okay, so from your bus stop or the main road to your house, there will be some pattern, right? You can go to any of the road or any of the colony to reach your home. There might be a particular route you can follow. There might be multiple ways. Okay, multiple algorithms you can consider. There might be multiple algorithms, but according to you, you want to travel in the safest and the shortest route. That will be one of your models. So every time you come, you will use that only. Okay, if you use other things also, you will reach, but in between, don't know what might happen, who might you like, you might meet new people, or your friends, or you're escaping from dogs maybe. Yeah, so that's the difference between an algorithm and model. Coming to training data and testing data, in your semester for 5 months you will be learning. Okay, you are getting fed by complete knowledge of different concepts by your lecturers, so you are getting trained. Okay, so whatever the information you are getting, that is the training data. Okay, now coming to testing data. your exams. So after 5 months, the last month, you will be tested on your training. Okay, we have given you training. Now write down whatever you understood. Right. So even in the machine learning. So let's say you have an Excel sheet of some thousands of rows and columns. Okay. So in that we will divide the data into testing and training. Okay. So let's say 100% of data is divided into, what is the common percentage that we divide? 70% training and 30% testing. Right. How many of you know this? Hmm. So that is how training and testing works. Okay. Any questions here? Do you want me to go deeper or explain any things, any doubt here? Okay, let me just quickly tell you how this machine learning works so that we can immediately begin with generative AI. So first thing, I'll tell you everything in 6 steps quickly. Okay, first thing, what you need to do, imagine you are cooking biryani. How many of you love biryani? If you love, you need to know this. So first thing, we need to collect the ingredients, right? For that. So same way here also, you need to collect some data. Of course. So that process is called as data collection. Okay. Even for generative AI models, from scratch, if you're building anything, you need to have a lot of data to train your model. Okay. So first concept is what? Data collection. Why have you replied no? What was the question I asked? Biryani. You don't like biryani? Come to Hyderabad. You'll not leave. Okay. So yeah. First task is what? Can you all type data collection? Veg biryani is also fine, dear. Okay, veg biryani is called not called a biryani, it's a pulao. Pulao, yeah. Data collection. Very good. Not evaluation, collection. Okay. Second thing is what? Data pre-processing. It's not that you get the data, you have to clean it. There might be incomplete data or some mistakes inside the data. So you should be careful in clearing them. Okay. So just like you have collected the ingredients, but you have to clean them and you have to chop them so that you get your desired size inputs. Okay. That process is called what? Data pre-processing. Okay. Next one is model training. Okay, which way you want to cook? Which way? Like, do you want to cook it as a which style biryani? Dum biryani or any other pulao or Tamil Nadu style or Punjabi style, whatever. It depends on the problem statement you are working on. Okay, so in your data, it's like which algorithm you are using, which model you want to use. Okay, EDA comes in pre-processing only. Okay. Yeah, model selection. Okay. Now, next one. Okay, training is done. After training, model evaluation. You have to check whether the model is actually doing good or not. Okay. Let me give you my example. So I was working on image caption generation project. So where I have given some thousands of images to the model and it has learned from the captions. Image contains 5 captions. Okay, 5. Let's say there is an image of a girl sitting or a girl sitting near a statue. Okay, for that particular image, there are 5 statements saying that a girl sitting near a statue. A statue is behind a girl. A girl is sitting there. So after training, you know what? Training took me almost 16 hours. My laptop was open for 16 hours and it was getting trained. Each and every image was getting trained. And after that, I tried to give my image. Okay. So let me tell you, do not laugh. Okay. So I was sitting in front of the laptop. I was holding a book and I clicked a picture and I gave that to the model. Okay. Now it has identified me as like the caption generated was uh, the caption generated was a man is sitting with a book. Of course, it has identified that there is a human and he's like that human is holding a book, but it has identified me as a man. But I'm a woman. But I analyzed and I understood that I was not. like my hair was not open. I tied my hair. Okay. In the training data set, it has observed that whenever there is a girl in the statements, whenever it has seen a girl, 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 and all the girls were open, and like it was a collection of so many images where foreign women were there, Indian women were also there, but wherever the woman was there, open long hair, open hair were there. So now it has clearly understood that okay, open hair meaning girl. If hair is not there, it's a guy. So it has learnt that way. And that is why it has given me that kind of statement. The man is holding a book. I was actually surprised and I was happy that okay, it is not doing any mistakes. It is nothing but it has learned that way. We cannot doing anything. Uh-huh. Sometimes we can just say person, but see, if we keep training the model as a person, generally when it comes for deployment, like as for now we are using so many models, right? ChatGPT, Gemini. So when public will start using, it will give wrong replies. Person will be there, but what kind of person? There are so many like areas where women and men has to be mentioned clearly, right? For so many purposes. uh, I'm not sure, but physical appearance will be there. Okay. Then so evaluation should be done, and next thing is deployment. What is deployment? Can you tell me what is deployment? You have built your model, and then what is deployment? Yeah, hosting live, making it live so that everybody can use it to serve. Correct, correct, correct. Good, good, good. So yeah, you have to serve it. And then what? After serving, after you have cooked your biryani, you have made some Maggie, and now serve it to your family, what they will say? First serve it to your sibling, a brother or sister, what will their reaction be? Hmm, exactly. You give to someone loved one, you just have to keep monitoring whether it is doing good or not. See, I have in my project, I did some more training, I did my evaluation, and I understood that there are some mistakes it is doing. It is identifying a woman as a man because of hair. So, what is the next thing I have to do? I have to include so many other pictures of a woman with tied hair. Okay. So that should be there. That is my observation. That is my monitoring. So even after deployment, you should keep checking your model whether it is giving proper results or not. Even a ChatGPT also keeps updating itself, right? Every day, every month, you keep seeing so many updates. You can see the change in the text. You can see how it is responding. Previously, it used to respond very like basic way. Now it is adding emojis. Now it is understanding human emotions and replying to them. See, it depends based on the situations, right? Yeah. So this is all about ML and AI, guys. So these are the main steps that you need to understand. This is not specific to machine learning. This comes for all machine learning, deep learning, and also generative AI. Okay, got it? It can actually understand. Go to ChatGPT and tell talk to me in Gen Z slang, and it will answer everything in Gen Z slang only. Sometimes, if you do that, you will only not understand few terms. You have to Google them, or else you have to ask GPT itself, what is that word you're talking about? Got it, all of you? We know a lot of applications, right? So NLP, computer vision, robotics, it is everywhere. Let us talk about future of AI, future of generative AI in detail in this particular time. Okay. So yeah, I've seen about machine learning and AI basics. Okay. Now we will start about how generative AI works, the capabilities, the use cases, and the applications in different sectors. Okay. Uh, okay. Fine. Okay. Yeah, tell me, answer this question in one single sentence. What's the first thing you think of when you hear generative AI? Generating something new using AI? Mm, image generation. Okay. And you're in break. Who all needs break? Raise your hand. Majority wants, I will give for 5 minutes. Creating new content. Yeah, Ghibli was a trend recently. I see majority of them wants me to continue. So of course, democracy. We have to follow that. Yeah, correct. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Good. Okay. So we have so many generative AI examples. How many of you know DALI image generation? So yeah, not just DALI, we have image generation models, tools like Mid Journey and Stable Diffusion. Do you know all of these things? Stable Diffusion enable users to generate highly realistic and diverse images. You have already shared me that Tom and Jerry images already, right? So this what does it represent? From just a simple description, simple text description that too. Creating something new and make money. Correct. So this represents a big breakthrough in visual content creation, transforming the imagination into visuals. Yeah, I just thought of, let's see, Tom and Jerry in a South Indian attire. That's my imagination. And I wrote it and I got the image. Yes, and coming to ChatGPT, it's the text generation, right? Large language models is a large language model, right? So it can produce some contextual relevant, yeah, and like it gives us replies in very text. Whatever language you ask, it will give. Whatever tone you ask, it will support you, right? So this can include any articles, summaries, creative writing, code generation, even like sophisticated conversational responses also it will give. Okay, so what is this text generation doing? It is demonstrating AI's ability to master the human language. It is not just understanding it, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. What is this deep fake? Have you ever heard of this deep fake news? Hmm? Yes. So yeah, it is one of the challenging side actually. Generative AI powers the creation of fake news. I mean, sorry, deep fakes. These are highly realistic synthetic media. Yeah, clones, exactly. Fake video generation, correct. Now, this is actually scary part where a person's likeness or voice is manipulated to appear to say things or do something they actually didn't do. Okay, you just write a sentence, give that person image, and then the image will be, I mean, the video will be generated. I see so many videos where actress and actors are working labors. Those are not actually realistic. We can easily identify as AI right now, but who knows? They might be really well in future, right? And then this actually raises critical questions about misinformation, right? Misinformation and of course digital authenticity. We should be careful about this. And what is the next one? Creating realistic simulations. So generative AI models are used to create complex, dynamic and realistic environments for simulations. Uh, Virtual reality. Do you? Yeah, have you heard about that news? Virtual reality. People use the carry them on their eyes and they go into that simulation. Yeah, and then one guy actually married to that AI. Yes, just a second, guys. Married, nahi? I mean, he liked that one and he emotionally got connected to that AI inside the virtual reality. Yeah, see how it is affecting. So this is actually enhancing the training effectiveness, of course. Yeah. Huh. And last, content creation. How many content creators are here in this in the meeting? Hello, dear content creators. How are you? Are you using generative AI models? Oh, hi, Gopal. Nice to meet you. See you on LinkedIn. Everyone is on Instagram. Hmm? Everyone is a creator. So AI is being deployed for this content creation a lot. You ask the script, it will give you. You ask the ideas, it will give you. You like marketing tips, it will give you. Product descriptions, it will give you. News summaries, it will give you. So even personalized emails also, it will do it for you. So there is a lot of things that are happening here. Got it? You're seeing? Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. Let us go ahead. Yeah. Can you just tell me different tools for all these things? So, what is like generative AI is nothing but generating new content. New content in the way of text, video, images, code, music, speech, and 3D. So, each one has its own thing, just like this. See, text, some marketing content it can generate, emails can be generated, creative writing, translation, large legal and technical text, news articles, summaries. So whatever you want under text, it will give you, right? Yeah, okay, you design YouTube thumbnails. Oh, nice, Sony. Good to hear that. So yeah, video generation, video editing, video game development, video summarization, VR and AR. So this comes under video category. Okay, coming to image, art and design. This is commonly used, right? Art and design, marketing illustrations, photo editing, product design, fashion, data visualization. This all comes under image. Coming to code, code generation, of course, code completion. You give half code and you ask it to finish it, and then it will do it, fixing the errors. Yes, testing, formatting. Coming to music, music composition also it is doing. See how many jobs are here. I can see a lot of jobs that AI is taking right now in this particular slide itself. Music composition, sound effect design, arrangement orchestration, remixing, virtual instruments, everything. Speech, text to speech. ChatGPT is doing that. Your assistants are doing that. Google is doing that. Voice cloning. How many of you know voice cloning? Yeah. So yeah, even like even I can train my model. So I've been taking so many sessions. I can train my voice, and then I can build my own model, and then it will start teaching in my own voice. Yeah, 11 labs correct. It's the best one. Yeah, coming to 3D, not just this is actually used in architecture, I think. Yeah, industrial design and all of these things. Okay, now your task immediately. Can you all type at least one AI tool under each of these categories? Yes, let's see, all of you. under text. I just want you to write it this way. Yeah, gamma, AI text, and then image, video, hyphen, and then the tool. Mm-hmm. Okay. So no AI. Yeah, of course, Gopal, you can. Mm-hmm. Black box AI, Dali, Sora. Good, good, good. So you're all updated. Good to see all of these messages. Good, guys, good. Very good, Shanvi. Text, GPT, image, meta, videos, code, black box, music, snow. Good. GitHub Copilot. See, everywhere we have these things. Good, good. Okay. Now, okay, good, good. Thank you so much. So let us understand now what exactly is generative AI. So what is it? Generating, generating what? New content. So as you can see here, a class of machine learning models that learn the underlying patterns of training data and then generate new data that has similar characteristics. Okay, so to elaborate, these models don't just memorize the data. They're not memorizing the data that they're trained on. Instead, they develop a internal representation of the data's instance. Like if trained on thousands of human faces, okay, if it is trained on human faces, a generative AI learns the common configurations of eyes, some facial features, noses, mouths, and their spatial relationships. Rather than just storing the specific images, it will understand how these things are placed. Okay, imagine eyes are placed at the mouth and mouth is placed at on top of our forehead. No, it will not understand that. By seeing all those thousand images, it will understand the pattern and it will make sure that eyes are at that place only and nose is in the middle of that and mouth is below that. Okay, so this deep understanding allows it to synthesize entirely new phrases, okay, that were never present only in the original data set. So it is highly realistic, of course, and consistent with human facial anatomy. Yes, and of course, and crucially, essentially, it creates new content. It does not classify or predict. It is creating new content. So this is defining characteristic that sets generative AI apart from all the other things. Okay, so you know the difference. Have you heard of discriminative AI? Whatever we learned in ML and DL, it is predicting the content. It is trying to understand the patterns and give us some results. That is just discriminative AI. Coming to generative AI, it is generating new content. Discriminative AI, it focuses on tasks like regression and classification, whether it is a cat or dog, how much is the stock price, how much is the gold price. Okay, it is telling you things, but generative AI, it produces content. It's the difference between an AI that can recognize a painting of an AI and a AI, yeah, that can create a new painting. You understand? Discriminative AI is like it is identifying whether it is a good painting or a painting by some famous artist or not. Coming to generative AI, it is going to generate a similar kind of painting. Okay, you understand this one? So yeah, let us go deeper. Okay, so generative AI versus discriminative AI. Hi guys, are you there? Okay. So, so what's the goal here? Discriminative AI is focusing on understanding the boundary between different classes or predicting a specific. Yeah, yeah. So it is only concentrating on classifying. Okay, let me give you one best example. Okay, so I was telling about my project, right? So where I had I have given thousands of images and trained, and when I gave my image, it has to give a caption. Or let's say you have given some thousand images of cats and dogs together. Okay, now in that, after doing that, if I give a new data or new image of a dog, it has to identify it as a dog only. Okay, I'm asking the model, I'm asking the machine, AI, is it a dog or not? Okay, it has to classify me whether it is a cat or dog. That's it. Coming to generative AI, I will ask the model, generate an image of a dog, and it will generate an image of a dog for me. It is not classifying. Hope you understood the difference here. Okay, so it is discriminative AI is majorly focusing on understanding the boundary between different classes and predicting the data. Yeah, it learns to map input and output. Okay, dog. What does it dog contain? It has ears. It has good fur. It has tail always waggling. It has a tongue always outside, right? So it will understand those patterns. Coming to cat, it is compared to dog, it is small. Yeah, it has cute little face. Yeah, it is always giving attitude to humans. So these things it will understand. Okay, it will okay, this is a cat and this is a dog. Okay, so it predicts if it contains a cat or a dog. Why? The primary goal of discriminative AI is predicting like categories or predicting values. Coming to generative AI, it aims to model the underlying distribution, what is happening inside the data. It learns how data is structured and can then produce completely entire new data based on the samples it has learned. Instead of just differentiating what is cat and what is dog, it can create a new image of a cat, okay, and a new image of a dog. Okay, this difference it has is very crucial for understanding the unique capabilities of generative AI than discriminative AI. Got it? So if let us go deeper. Discriminative AI. What is there here? To classify emails. Okay. So in this example, the AI system is trained on vast data sets of emails. Okay. Each labeled as spam or not spam. Okay. So it identifies patterns, keywords, and some structural elements that correlate with spam. When a new email arrives, okay, it will immediately identify everything. Okay, the model analyzes its features and outputs a probability score. It might be a spam or likely spam or not. So based on some threshold, it then classifies the mail as spam or not. That's it. So the critical point here is that the model doesn't create. Is it creating any new emails here? Hmm? Your answer. Yeah, ChatGPT will do both, of course. It is not creating any new content. The model is classifying the existing ones. Okay, so its function is purely analytical. Analysis is going on to make a judgment based on learned patterns in the existing data. Got it? I've got it, all of you. Okay. Okay. Now look at this. Now coming to generative AI, what is happening? So here the generative AI model is trained on massive collection of cat images. Okay, it learns the like intricate visual characteristics that define a cat, the texture of the fur, okay, the facial features, the typical poses or the variations. Of course, generative is better. Of course, it is the better. That is why we are learning about it. Yeah. So when prompted, what it does, it takes a random input, okay, and it transforms it into completely new image of a cat, just like how you have generated the Tom and Jerry image in the beginning. Okay. So this cat has never existed before. Let's say generate a human image. Hmm? And then immediately it is generating a human image, right? So this is what an original creation is. The model creates new images of cat. This highlights its ability to synthesize data based on understanding of the underlying data that is already learned. Okay, instead of just categorizing or analyzing the existing inputs, it is generating the content. Okay, so okay, we have few questions. We will receive any perk for joining. Of course, you will. You are learning about generative AI. We will be teaching you different models, how things work in the back end. If you understand that, then you can create your own models. You can work on your own models. AI applications are free or paid. See, ChatGPT is free, the Meta AI is free, the Claude is free. Like, of course, they should also be benefited for their company or work, right? So after like premium subscriptions will be there. That's a different case, but majority of them are free. Google's Gen AI Academy, yes, yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, let us continue. The main characteristics of generative AI. Okay, so it has key characteristic. It is unique because of these things only. First thing is learning from the data. These models are driven by data. They're trained on large. Canva is not a type of generative AI. You are using generative AI content in Canva. What is Canva actually? It's a tool where you can like create so many things, PPTs, documents, images, everything. It's like an editing tool for us. In that we have generative AI option is there. You can generate using that tool, but inside Canva, that's an editing. Okay. Yeah, we do have real-time projects. You will work on them. Don't worry. I know you're very curious. Of course, in coming classes, you will learn a lot. Okay, let's get back. So, what I was talking about, yeah, it will be trained on large data set to learn underlying patterns. Okay, so just because of it is learning from a lot of the content, the quality, diversity, the volume of the training data, it will directly impact the realism. See, I have given 8,000 images in my training data set. That was not sufficient. Okay, I have to give more data where woman hair is tied, and then it has to learn from that data again. So, data is very important for generative AI. Okay, next one is what? Novelty, a defining feature to create new data instances that are not exact copies of training data. It's not exact copy. Of course, a little changes will be there. You will find the similarity. You will find the similarity, but not similar data. Okay. It is understanding and it is generating new things. Coming to complexity, of course, generative AI models often involve complex neural network architectures. Okay, these architectures typically have lot of layers, interconnected neurons, just like how our brain neurons are connected to each other. Same way, why do we have them? So it enables them to process the relationships within the data. Okay, without this complexity, they cannot understand the patterns in the data. Okay, next we have stochasticity. These models incorporate randomness to produce diverse in outputs. So when asked to generate multiple samples, okay, of the same category, each output will be unique, of course. So if I ask the model to generate dog images, 5 dog images, you will see 5 different dog images in a different way. Nothing will be same. Okay. Coming to, of course, creative potential is there. One of the most compelling characteristic is that their applicability for creative tasks, okay, such as art, music, writing, wherever. So by learning these styles, style forms and elements human elements of human creativity. Generative AI can assist in even automatically perform all the tasks for us. Okay. No. How can you just think it is just generating images? This internship is about learning. Like offline internship offers this stipend thing, but right now whatever you're doing, this Nasscom internship, this is a virtual internship program where you will be learning and working on a project. Okay, and Akshita, what are these models like? What do they do? That is what I've been saying from last 1 hour. They not just. I think I have shown you this. Were you there when I was talking about this thing? Yeah, not just text. You are talking only about the image, but they do a lot of stuff. Do you see how many jobs are lying here? They write mails, they translate things, they generate video editing. Editing job roles, you actually pay a lot. But that editing is also done by AI. Code generation, developers, music, speech, 3D, so many things, not just images, dear. It's doing a lot of stuff. Got it? Generative AI is completely intelligent artificial human brain. Yes. Oh my god. All of this stuff together, there is a possibility. Yes. But the back end, I mean, see, I'll tell you. Listen to me, Akshita. So, in my case, I have used a CPU. There are so many factors that will affect here. Okay, I have used my CPU, laptop CPU, 8,000 images, 17 hours of training. Okay, and still the results are not good. Okay, imagine you're training for all the things. Nothing will work with CPU. You need GPU, exactly. Yeah, GPU you need. And ChatGPT was trained on what? Of course, on GPUs. But how many days or how many hours it might have got trained on the data? Can you guess? Only major thing that ChatGPT does is it replies in the text form, right? Mostly in text form. Images it will give, but limited only. Video to दूर की बात है. Still they are working on it, right? They have not released to public, but yeah, ChatGPT came 2 years, 3 years before. After that, after 3 years, also video is still working. You can create them. Of course, you can integrate everything into one model. But see, ChatGPT is also doing the same thing. It is doing the text work, it is doing the image work, it is doing the video work. But do you see the time? Do you see the duration? Let me tell you, ChatGPT was trained on high performance GPUs for 2 continuous months. 60 days, 24 by 7. 24 by 7 it got trained, and now it is giving us, like recent model I'm talking about, it was trained for 2 months on high performance GPUs, and now it is generating that kind of content for us. Okay, so it's a huge task. It's an expensive task. Got it? You can do that. There is a possibility, but it's a very expensive task. Got it? Hmm. Okay. Mhm. So coming to properties, beyond characteristics, there are some properties. Okay. So first thing, data distribution learning. It's like the model, uh, the, the models, the underlying probability distribution of the training data. Let's say there is an image. It will check, is it looking like a dog or a cat? Is it 100%? There are some images actually. Uh, let's consider a actor, an Indian actor. Can you name one? If you give all his images, okay, SRK. Okay. Sometimes we see some images of AI generated images of SRK, and it seems, we can easily recognize 90% he looks like SRK, 10% he looks like some other person. It is not exactly like SRK. Have you ever felt that? We can immediately identify just by looking at that guy. Okay, he looks like SRK. Maybe this is an AI generated image. So this probability will be there. Okay, this means they're not just like what data points exist. They're likely how different combinations or how configurations of features are. Okay, so in this example, in a data set of SRK faces, the model learns the probability of the eye color, the nose shape, and their interrelationships, allowing it to generate new face that come from these realities only. Okay, and next thing, samplings. Once the model has learned the distribution, it can help generate new data by sampling from the learned distribution. Whatever it has learned, then it will start using it. Okay, so it is like drawing a new data point from the data that is already there. It has learned something and now it is drawing. It's like showing you the nature image and asking you to draw, showing you like imagining your friend and drawing him using pencil. So here, whatever the data you are giving, each sample represents a unique instance that is consistent, and the AI will definitely learn from each and everything that we are giving. Okay, and coming to latent space exploration, this property refers to the model's ability to operate with the latent space, meaning a compressed, multi-dimensional numerical representation of the data. So we will be giving some dimensions, right? I need an image of 1:1. If you, when you generate it in Meta, it will commonly give us in 1:1. It will not give in 16:9 dimension. Yeah, you will get the recording image, no issues. Okay, you will get that in the Telegram. Okay. Yeah. So here manipulation and interpolation within this space allow you to control the output. Okay, I want in this dimension only. I want within this duration only. I want in these colors only. Okay, so this is called as fine tuning. This provides a powerful interface for fine tuning and directing the creative process. Okay, it is not doing it. We are only, it will ask every second which color do you want, which theme you want, what are the different shapes you want to include, how many people you want. Okay, whether how should be their expressions. So all of these things should be coming. Okay, coming to conditional generation, this is a highly practical property where this means that the model can generate data that is conditioned on specific inputs, the constraints. Okay, generate a picture of a cat wearing a hat. I already told you, generate an image of Tom and Jerry in South Indian attire. So what it does, the AI can be guided by specific prompts or parameters. So it enables users to direct its creativity towards the desired outcomes. Okay, so and now this makes generative AI highly adaptable, of course, or for all the practical applications with specific outputs that are required. Got it? Did you note down these things? Yes. Yes, dear learners, dear developers. Yeah. Okay, let us just finish understanding how generative AI works. Okay, so as we have already discussed in the AI process, similar thing here also, but here we will be a little difference is there. First thing, data input. Of course, data large data sets, not the smaller ones. So many examples should be there, including images, text, audio, videos. This data serves as a knowledge base first. Okay, and knowledge base for AI to learn. Okay, so then the quality and the diversity of this initial data. Okay, and how much amount of data you are providing to it. Okay, Now, coming to model training. Model training is what? The heart, this is where the process actually happens, right? So this is where the neural network learns the underlying patterns of the distribution of the data. Okay. So during the training, the neural network adjusts its parameters by processing large amounts of input data and learns to identify the representative patterns. Okay. It will learn and keep understanding, okay, this is what it is, this is how humans talk, this is where they pause, this is how their tone is. Okay, they're getting trained here. Okay, coming to this latent space creation. Okay, so it develops a compressed representation of the data in a latent space. So this means that the abstract space acts as a low dimensional summary for the high dimensional input data. We have given large amount of data, right? So learning from all of that, it will come up with a very like only one output or only like very few outputs. See, let's say ChatGPT is trained on some millions of data. It has complete Wikipedia, all the articles. It knows everything. You ask anything, it will literally give everything. Meaning, it was trained on the complete data that is there on there, like whatever is publicly available. So from that data, from that high dimensional input data, it will give us only the low dimensional summary. Okay, so each point in the latent space, it it is corresponding to unique, the distinct data, but it is allowing us to, from all that high dimensional data, it is allowing us to manipulate all of that and then generate the new content for us. Okay, and next last one we have is the sampling and generation. So once the model is trained, okay, so from sample from the latent space and generate new data instances. When a user requests a new output, what happens? The model will select a point within this learned space and then decodes or transforms the point back into the data instance. So whether it's an image or text or audio or any characteristic similar to the original data, this is where the actual creation is happening. Okay, so let us understand about this latent spaces. So what is this? It's a multi-dimensional representation of data learned by the model. Okay, multi-dimensional. For example, let us talk about dogs and cats only. So if you like, as humans, we know that a dog features, right? So if you see it from behind, if you see it from front, up or down, it will, you can immediately understand that okay, it's a dog. Okay, if you see a human or human face image, you will see for all the features, right? Yes. So imagine you have thousands of songs. That was image I was talking about. Now let us take this example of thousands of songs are there. Yes. What are those songs? Instead of storing each song file individually, a latent space, okay, a latent space might represent them based on their attributes like what is the tempo, what is the genre, what is the emotional tone, and what is the instrumentation. It is going to like categorize them. Am I not audible? Hmm. It is going to categorize in the latent space. Each space would be a point in this multi-dimensional. This multi-dimensional, imagine it as a 3D graph. You have x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So in that, your data is like depending on the categories, it is distributed. Okay. So in this multi-dimensional way, it is distributed, and the songs that are similar would be clustered together. So how do I say this? Let's say, like, how many of you like melody songs? Hmm. See, in this multi-dimensional graph, I would say like melody songs, like based on their tone, based on their tempo, based on their genre, based on the instrumentations they have used, they all, if I like point them in a graph, they all come together, right? I can see all of them as a cluster. Yes or no? Since they are having similar characteristics, they are all together. You understand what I'm saying? They're all together. So each point in the latent space corresponds to a specific data point. Okay, whatever points are there in this multi-dimension, each one is one data input. Okay, now based on how they are placed, whether they are together or they are far. See, let's say the cluster is like the difference is there. A data point is very far away from the cluster. So let's say a song is very far away from this cluster of melody. What does that mean? It means that the new song that is there, that doesn't belong to the melody category. It might be belonging to some rock music or any other kind, like high beat music but not melody. Okay, that is the difference here you need to understand. Okay. Oh my god, am I talking too much? Am I using too many technical words? Do you understand? Okay, okay, got it. Oh my god, I am not the CEO of OpenAI. Yeah, what are the possibilities? Multiple reasons. Yeah, it was actually down for some time. Maybe I think it was afternoon and evening times, right? It was down for a while. Correct. Okay. Look at this example. So, in this latent space of trained images, one dimension might represent what? Smiling, not, and another one might say not smiling. It belongs to emotional like melody category. Another one belongs to some other category. Okay, some other dimension might say she is male or she is female, something like this. Okay, got it. Next, what are the probability distributions here? What are the probability distribution? Generative AI model learns from probability distribution. So it will check. This means the model develops an internal statistics of understanding how the different features and data points are distributed in the real world. For example, when learning from images of cars, it will learn the probability of finding wheels. Okay, when I say dog, it will first look for the major thing that we observe differentiate any other animal with the dog is what? The tongue is always outside, right? So same way when I talk about the vehicles, it will check for the roads, it will check for the wheels. If I talk about the human, it will just check for the structure of a human body, right? So this distribution describes how likely the different data instances are. Okay, so it understands that a hand is having 5 fingers. Okay, it will understand while a hand with 10 fingers is extremely like it is that is the mandatory thing for a human. So whenever it generates a human image, it will make sure that it is generating those 5 image like 5 fingers or a hand properly. Okay. So here we have an example. What is that? Consider a data set of height in adults. A generative model can estimate the distribution of height and use it to generate new samples that are likely to represent real heights. So what it will generate heights that fall within the typical human range only. Because why it has learned that it has learned the statistical likelihood of different heights from the training data. So this probability understanding ensures that the generated content also will have the same thing, same real world pattern, okay, that it has observed from that. Got it? Now, next we have the neural networks. So what are these neural networks? I've already told, right? We are just like how we are having human neurons, same way, artificial neural networks. Okay. So neurons, same. These are inspired by the structure and the function of a biological brains. Okay, they consist of so many interconnected nodes. We call them neurons. They process information in hierarchical manner. They learn increasingly from complex features from raw data. Okay, and the network learns to map data. Okay, how? So just like how it is transforming, the information is traveling from one neuron to other neuron, same thing is repeating here. Okay, so neural networks in generative AI, these are the different things. So we will be learning all of these things in detail in coming up classes. Generative uh, adversarial network, we call them GAN models, variational autoencoders, VEs, transformers, diffusion models. So based on these models only, we have so many tools that we have discussed in the past 2 hours. So GANs are like these are two like competing neural networks, generator and discriminator. Okay, so generator attempts to create new image. Okay, and discriminator acts like a critic. It will understand. Okay, this is correct or not. That happens in GANs. Coming to variational autoencoders, operates by encoding data into latent space and then decoding it back. So yeah, coming to transformers, you know who has invented transformers? Any idea? There are so many companies working, right? We have OpenAI, we have Google, Meta. Correct, correct, Devans. Google has actually invented this transformers. Good. So these are the attention-based models, particularly effective for text and images. Attention-based mechanism is a great concept, and that has become the base for the generative AI transformers. Okay. Then coming to diffusion models, these diffusion models are majorly for images only. So they operate by gradually adding some noise into the training data and then learn to reverse the process. So it's a very interesting concept, diffusion. Remember that diffusion meaning for images and videos only, visual data. Okay, got it? So yeah, now we are having generative AI transitional path. So there are multiple things you need to consider here. You have to make sure that generative AI models, the responsible AI. Hmm? Hmm. So as we have discussed, that is here. Human needs, it has to satisfy the organization restrictions, it has to make sure it is giving the results, it has to understand from the data, it has to keep updating itself continuously, and it has to learn from all the resources that is there. If I ask any question how it is giving, it has all the information already, it has to learn from that. Of course it has to do it. Okay, and of course the governance, it should not do any negative thing or harm the humankind, right? So it should not harm, and that governance should always be there. Got it? Okay. Yes, it's time to leave. So yes, guys, I would love to hear any questions from you. How was the session? Did you learn? Did you understand? I see a lot of you are very active. Hope you understood the session. If you're having any questions, you can go ahead. Yes, you will get the certificate. Yeah, we will share the readout with you all. Okay. Hands on will begin in the next classes. Today was an introduction. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I think tomorrow we're not having a session. Next session is on 16th. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, you will be involved with self-learning content. Okay. The recordings will be shared in the Telegram group. No worries. So self-paced learning, we will share some content with you. You need to go through that course content, finish the content, and then answer some questions and earn the certificate. Yes. Telegram group is not okay. Let me share the group link with you. Okay, just a second. I'm sharing the group link. Yeah, I've shared the Telegram group link. Please join this, all of you. Yeah, good. Read the mail, guys. Everything is there. Yeah, all the updates will be shared in Telegram group itself. Okay. It's a training, self-learning, and project-based internship. It's not that you will just sit for the training. You have to work on project. Okay, everybody will work on a project. Okay, based on your project performance, you will be evaluated and you will be distributed with the certificates. Okay, the device content, the handouts will be shared with you guys in the group. Okay, invalid address. Uh, I see so many people joining with the same link. Can you just check again? Try again. Mm. Try again. What it's showing. Check with the spaces if you have given any spaces or any other letter is added. Yeah, if you have no other questions, you can leave, guys. Thank you so much. And if the link is not opening, please check, Mahak, please check your email, and it has everything in that. You can just join with the link that is there in your mail, okay? Yeah, Akshita, we will share the information in the Telegram group, okay? No worries. It's opening? Yeah. Okay, thank you all. Thank you so much for being great audience. See you soon. Bye. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Bye. Have a great day.